Hi everyone, it's lovely to be with you today. Thank you for joining me. This is your weekly horoscope for Monday, the 11th of March, going through until Sunday, the 17th of March 2019. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm going to give you a day-by-day rundown of what's happening this week. And I've had a look at the week. It's a really positive one. The key word for this week is practicality and being grounded and getting things done. Now, I look at what relationships the planets form in the sky and how that creates energy, which is going to affect all of us here on planet Earth. So these weekly horoscopes are for all signs of the zodiac. If you want to have a look at the forecast for your specific sign of the zodiac, so if you're a sun sign Pisces or a sun sign Aquarius, then check out the monthly horoscopes that I do and the yearly horoscopes that I do. Those are for specific signs. These are for all signs of the zodiac, just like my daily tarot readings, which are for everyone who watches them in all signs of the zodiac. Also, my horoscopes are based on London, UK time, so just bear that in mind when I give you the timings of when things change. Alright, so let's start with Monday the 11th of March. We've got the moon in Taurus. So the moon is a very kind of sensitive part of who you are. And in Taurus, it makes you feel grounded. Taurus is the bull. Taurus is the most grounded and the most stubborn of the earth signs. It rules money. It's very sensual. So it's interested in physical, practical things. And that conjuncts Mars in Taurus. So a conjunction is when two planets sit right on top of each other. So the moon and Mars, the male principle of I want, I desire, I crave, I want to have, mine. That's in Taurus as well. So Mars is thinking along practical lines. He's thinking along money, daily circumstances, sensuality, finances, career. And those two square Venus, the planet of love and beauty, in Aquarius. So Venus in Aquarius is very humanitarian. She really wants to be of service to people through communication. Now the Taurus moon also sextiles Neptune, the dream planet, which is in the sign that it rules, Pisces. And it trines both Pluto and Saturn, which are in Capricorn. Saturn is like the most serious planet in the chart. Saturn is the astrological head teacher. It says, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And if you're off track, Saturn can often help you get back on track. And it's in the sign that it rules, Capricorn. So it's very, very happy there. And it gives you a real nice platform on which you can take action. And Pluto is about transformation and change. And that being in Capricorn as well, the sign of the worker, allows you to make changes to your physical circumstances. Easy peasy, right? So Monday is an extremely productive start to the week. You can take positive action in practical matters that you want to get done. So anything to do with money, bills, new projects, new jobs, career, focus, and changes. All of these areas are parts of your life that you have a lot of power in now. You're really able to make a lot of change happen and create a lot of good. Tuesday the 12th of March, we have the moon moving into Gemini at 3:49 in the afternoon. Gemini is an air sign. Gemini is about communication. It's about finding things out. It's about being eternally curious. It's about learning and discovering things. If you look at the glyph of Gemini, it's a Roman numeral 2 and it's a doorway. So Geminis are always discovering things and they're traipsing off into the unknown and the unexplored because they just can't help themselves. They want to discover and they want to communicate and they want to share their own ideas. So the moon being in Gemini immediately lifts you and makes you much more communicative. The Gemini moon then also sextiles Chiron in Aries. Chiron is one of the centaurs, like Sagittarius, half horse, half man. And Chiron is the centaur that was responsible for teaching the other gods about medicine. Ultimately, he sacrificed himself. So in the chart, Chiron represents the wounded healer. It's the part of the chart that's most difficult until you transform it to become a great strength of yours. And it's often an area that the ego uses to kind of keep you off track, and where it tries to prevent you from succeeding and fulfilling your life purpose. So on Tuesday, you become much more adventurous and optimistic in your thinking, and you're really open and willing to try new things. Because of the Chiron in Aries connection, an ex or some bad news from the past may pop up in your life today. So make sure that you keep the perspective firmly planted on the future, and don't let this info from the past drag you down, and don't look back. Just keep on going. Wednesday, the 13th of March, we've got the Sun in Pisces. So happy birthday to all the little Pisceans out there. I hope you're having a wonderful month, wonderful birthday month. The Sun in Pisces sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. A sextile is another harmonious relationship. So the planet of transformation and the Sun, which is your identity, which is what gives you a sense of strength and power and purpose, they connect. So it's about transforming the self and working on the self. And they square Jupiter, the lucky planet, in Sagittarius. Now Jupiter is in the sign that it rules, so it's able to express its good luck and its good fortune in a way that it usually can't. So we all benefit from Jupiter being in Sagittarius. The Gemini moon trines Venus in Gemini. No, Venus in Aquarius. And it squares Neptune in Pisces. So the moon being in Gemini and forming a harmonious relationship with Venus, which is in another air sign and which wants to communicate and love and be a humanitarian, that really enables you to communicate with everybody. And there's a sense of wanting to change things in a personal way, and to change things about your identity and the way you live your life. And the moon in Gemini then finally squares Neptune in Pisces. A square is a relationship that causes friction. So the moon in Gemini communicates and it walks through new doorways, and Neptune is about dreams and imagination. So Wednesday is another extremely practical day in which to make changes to your financial, personal, and practical life. Anything that has to do with the real world. So how many hours it takes you to get to work, or the way you present yourself, or your physical health, or your appearance. This is a wonderful day to make changes to your appearance, despite the Mercury retrograde. Mercury is the communication planet, and it's in retrograde this month, I think from the 5th to the 28th. And when Mercury's in retrograde, it forces us to look at things in a different way. This time it's in Pisces, and it's one of the most gentle retrogrades that I've experienced. I'm a sun sign Virgo, so Mercury is my kind of ruler in a way. And I have found this very pleasant and a very positive experience that kind of connects you naturally with your higher self in a way that doesn't take any effort. So don't worry about making changes or communicating or starting new projects or signing contracts or making changes to your physical appearance if you want, because it's Mercury retrograde. Just make sure that, you know, if you're signing a contract or you're starting something new, just make sure all the information is correct. But as far as Mercury retrogrades go, this is one of the mildest ones. And if anything, I think it's actually quite helpful, because you don't just think with your logical, intelligent kind of mind, you also allow your higher self and your feelings to inform you. So you can make changes to your personal life, your living situation, your employment, the way your place looks. These are all areas in your line of vision, and you feel really, really empowered to make positive changes for yourself and for other people. On Thursday, the 14th of March, we've got the moon going into Cancer at 9:50 in the afternoon. So it's in Gemini for most of the day. It goes into Cancer at 9:50 in the evening, not afternoon. That's pretty late in the evening. 10 minutes to 10. Cancer is a water sign. Cancer is very family oriented. It's very creative. It's very nurturing. So you will feel very much in touch with your feelings now. The sun is in Pisces, more water, and it conjuncts Mercury in Pisces. So we've got loads of water here now in the chart. The Cancer moon sextiles harmonious relationships, so it makes friends with Uranus and Taurus. Uranus is the planet of the rebellious and the unexpected, and that's in the earth sign Taurus, which rules money and work. And it squares Chiron in Aries. So a square is a relationship that is not harmonious. It causes friction and they don't get on very well. So on Thursday, your imagination and desire to make life better for yourself and others is really, really strong on this day. Your ongoing practicality means that you can implement changes for the better in your home life, in your working life, and you can make positive changes to your bank account. There may be a moment which you've encountered before here today on Thursday, and because of your experience, you now have the opportunity to make the most of this situation that crops up, because you've already been in the situation. So maybe some sort of opportunity arises, or you see a chance to make a change and last time you missed out and you're like, oh, I should have acted, I should have spoken up. And you're in the same situation today, and because you've learned from it, you actually seize the opportunity and you're able to make changes. On Friday the 15th of March, we've got Mercury in Pisces, so the communication planet still in retrograde in Pisces, the water sign, and it squares Jupiter in Sagittarius. So those two, again, friction between them, friction between communication and good luck. The Cancer moon, so you feeling very nurturing and caring towards other people, opposes, that's the ultimate friction relationship, when two planets oppose each other. They're 180 degrees apart from each other, so they're literally across from each other in the chart. So the Cancer moon opposes Saturn in Capricorn, Saturn being the practical, grounded foundation on which you can work, and the Cancer moon trines Neptune in Pisces. So Friday is the first day of the week that really isn't focused on the practical reality of life. Your imagination is really, really fired up, and this is a wonderful day for creative people to create and for intuitives to do readings and healings for people, as the psychic energy is very, very strong on this day. Loads and loads of water, so yes, lots of psychic energy is buzzing around, so make the most of that. On Saturday the 16th of March, we've got the moon in Cancer opposing Saturn still in Capricorn, and also now Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto is the planet of transformation and change. So the fact that the moon in Cancer is the way you feel means that you don't want that much to do with a practical foundation, nor do you want to work at transforming things. Mercury is in Pisces, and it sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. So the communication planet is making friends with the transformation planet. So the way you think and the way you communicate is very adaptable and very flexible. The Cancer moon also trines the sun in Pisces. So when the moon in water and the sun in a water sign make friends, that's a really good feeling of feeling comfortable in your own skin and also being very empowered. And the Cancer moon also trines Mercury, the communication planet, in Pisces. So Saturday is a fabulous day not to take action, but to plan ahead for the future, because you're just so imaginative and your ideas are just coming in left, right and center. So brainstorming is the name of the game today on Saturday the 16th of March. You'll come up with amazing ideas that will help you in practical ways. So the things we looked at earlier, bills, new projects, new jobs, career, money. And these amazing ideas that you come up with here on Saturday will help you when you implement them on Sunday the 17th of March and Monday the 18th of March. So Saturday, take the day off and hold off a little bit on taking so much action and allow yourself to brainstorm a little bit. Finally, on Sunday the 17th of March, we've got the moon going into Leo at 12:58 in the morning, so 58 minutes past midnight. So the moon in Leo is very different to Cancer. Leo is a fire sign, it's fun, it loves children, it loves to be in the spotlight, it loves to lead, it likes to do things that are exciting and thrilling. So you're really optimistic here. Mercury in Pisces sextiles Mars and Taurus again, like it did earlier in the week. So the communication planet and Mars, the planet of desire and drive, they form a harmonious relationship. And Mercury in Pisces also sextiles the Leo moon, and it quincunxes Neptune in Pisces. So those are all harmonious, positive relationships. So Sunday, you're now full of great ideas from the day before, and you have this burning desire to move forward with some of these ideas. That's the moon in Leo. So the areas, so you want to progress, you want to move forward, you want to move ahead in the areas that have been under the lens, under the microscope for most of the week. Career, the home, your health, your physical appearance, practical matters such as bills, decorating the house, and creating stability in your life. So again, we're back to practicality, the key word for the week really. And on Sunday, you'll also really be able to take matters into your own very practical little hands, and you'll be able to make changes independently based on the way you feel and based on the way you visualize things and the way you want them to look and be. So it looks like a fabulous week. It's not complicated. It allows you to really make great changes to the way you work, the way you feel about yourself, about your physical health, your identity. And you can really, you know, if you're not satisfied with your day-to-day routine, with the run of your life, with the way it's going on a day-to-day level, this is the week where you can really implement serious changes. And that even includes, I'm being told now intuitively, it includes moving. So if you've decided, you know what, this area, I've outgrown this, I'm done, I'm ready to move on, it's a great week to do that. And I'm saying that knowing that Mercury is in retrograde. This Mercury in retrograde is helpful. It connects you with all sides of yourself, your spiritual side, your inner child, your logical thinking mind, your practical sense, your common sense. Everything is combined together, and decisions, practical decisions that you make this week are really going to benefit you, and you're going to be very happy about them. So that's it for the week. If you like this video, please share it online. I'd be ever so grateful. Also hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified of these weekly horoscopes when they come out, and the daily tarot readings that apply to all signs of the zodiac. Also check out the monthly and yearly horoscopes for each particular sign of the zodiac and watch them in this order. The first for your sun sign, then for your rising sign, and if you want even more information, then for your moon sign. But I think watching it for your sun sign and for your rising sign really is enough to give you an idea. The great thing about those particular videos for each sign of the zodiac is that I can look at the houses and I can look at what area of your life certain influences are happening and what part of your life that impacts you in. So for instance, in the 5th house of love and romance and children, or the 2nd house of money. So have a wonderful week. If you would like a personal reading with me, like if you're totally lost, you don't have any clue of what you're supposed to be doing for work or what changes you're meant to make, or you know you're meant to move but you don't know where, that's where I can come in. Get in touch with me via the website gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order a reading with me, and I can draw up your natal chart, and that really is a blueprint of your soul. It shows me everything about you. It's amazing. It shows me what your life purpose is, why you've come back to planet Earth, and what you're trying to achieve in this lifetime. It also shows me what your vocational aptitudes are. And I really believe that each one of us has been given a talent that we can use to thrive here on planet Earth, financially and in a practical, physical way. So if you're totally lost when it comes to career, please get in touch with me. That's very clear in the chart. I can tell you what's going on there. I can look at what your strengths and weaknesses are, where the ego tries to sabotage you, what's destined for you in love and romance and money and moving, also what's coming up for you in future. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, really anything, it can be as abstract as I see a red hand when I go to sleep. What does that mean? Like anything. If you have any questions, I can answer those. I can also compare your horoscope with someone else if you're interested in someone else and see if you're compatible. So if you're interested in any of that or you have any questions, please do get in touch with me for a personal reading. Please remember to share this video online and to subscribe, and I'll speak to you next week.